this place a secret, then let me save it. Never knew how much I needed this. So scared of ruin things by breaking tension. You distract my ego, lost inside. Never want this to end. Let me stay here. Let me stay here. Let me It's something about the ways I've talked to you, makes me think I might have lost it too. It's something about the way you feed my soul, makes me think you're what I'm longing for. It's something about the way I feel close to you, makes me think lost it too. There's something sad. 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 I need to tell you. There's something sad. I need to tell you. Listen. There's something sad. I need to tell you. You need to listen. There's something sad. 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 I need to tell you. 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 Shut up and listen.
Yes, welcome to a brand new Community Tracks episode of the Aliens Love Earth podcast. It's July the 28th and I hope you're ready for a flight with brand new music sent in by community members. We got music by MOONPIE, Vesta, Rafael Luzzi and Roberto Landaza, Goldie Scott, Carson Ferris, Night Talks, Ashley King, Keaton and Great Scott in the Island Vibe remix, I gotta say that, Blacklight, Beat Petrol, and TATE SEDAR with Liv Kennedy. So a whole lot of indie artists featured here again today, and a lot of different genres as always. So I hope you're ready for the ride. You heard MOONPIE with Same Things About You as an opening track, and we're gonna go straight in now with a brand new Interplanetary pick. Yeah, and the first interplanetary pick of this episode is Vesta with Castle on the Moon. And I really dig this one. I want to highlight it because it's actually a concept album, and that's also what I really love about it. It is obviously themed about space, so they had us there already. But it's a project from a queer musician in the Midwest of the United States. And you hear influences by Daft Punk, SEDAR, Justice, and yeah, he's like a self-taught vocalist and producer. Malcolm Jackson it is. Yeah, and the album is completely self-recorded, so we have a real indie artist who is also from Indiana. I mean, that's a lot of indie. And they also say like there's a lot of inspirations taken from video games like System Shock and BioShock, and music like Discovery by Daft Punk they mention, and films like Tron and Treasure Planet. So the whole intergalactic theme is there. So we thought it's a great one for an interplanetary pick. Let's dive into it. And let me just share my thoughts about it and what I love about it after. But let's just dive into Castle on the Moon by Vesta. Enjoy! Interplanetary pick. So, as said, the first interplanetary pick of this episode, you heard Vesta with Castle on the Moon. First of all, go check out the concept album and listen to it as a whole if you have a chance to do that later, because it is really cool with like little snippets of like audio tapes. That is, for example, Mission 0823 briefing, or you have like the Monroe tape 4. Yeah, and Vesta is really telling a story there, so I can really recommend that. It's really cool to dive into this mission. Yeah, and other than that, what I really love about it, besides the whole interplanetary theme going on, I also really like the influences of like the electro disco times they mentioned, like Daft Punk and Justice, for example. And I really dig the sound design here. It's really groovy, really danceable as well. At least this track is, but as said, like, go check out the full thing. And yeah, thanks a lot for sending this one in. It was really fun to have a listen to it and discover the album this way. So thanks a lot for that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to not talk too much and just let it be about the music. This is The Needle. Enjoy.
Everything is how it's supposed to be. Just keep your feet off the brakes and pump the gasoline. We make no mistakes, it's how it's supposed to be. Just look your fears in the face and say hello for me. That's how it's supposed to be. Sometimes I hate New York, but I can't stand to leave. I feel so alone on these crowded streets. That's how the story goes, how it's supposed to be. Had to lose my soul just to find my peace. When the truth of it unfolds in the fire inside, got left behind. When you're at your lowest low and the heavens open up to cry, well, maybe this is why I'm still getting high. Well, maybe this is why I'm still getting high. Will I trip and knock it over? Gotta keep up my composure. With each cut, I'm getting closer. A little bit of pain and then it's over. Poof, a constant reminder. Saw you through the eyes of my taxi driver. Had a vision, took off the blinders just to find her. We make no mistakes, it's how it's supposed to be. Just look your fears in the face and say hello for me. When the truth of it unfolds in the fire inside, got left behind. When you're at your lowest low and the heavens open up to cry, well, maybe this is why I'm still getting high. Well, maybe this is why I'm still getting high. Maybe this is why we all lose sight. Maybe this is why it's cold at night, running out of time and gasoline, trying to figure out what it all means. And the truth of it unfolds in the fire inside, got left behind. When you're at your lowest low, when the heavens open up to cry, well, maybe this is why I'm still getting high. I'm still getting, well, maybe this is why I'm still getting high. Well, maybe this is why I'm still getting high. Well, maybe this is why I'm still getting high.
Yes, so you heard The Needle by Raffaele Luzzi and Roberto Landanza, which I probably pronounced wrong. Excuse me for that. I'm really trying all the time. And after that you heard Maybe This Is Why by Goldie Scott. And yeah, we're going into a very special track again, because this is a very, very talented young person. It's therefore also that it really stood out to us. And you will hear why in a second, but because it stood out that much, this is the second Interplanetary pick. Yeah, second Interplanetary pick of this episode is Carson Ferris with the track Ghosts. And this one really stood out to us because we listened to it before we looked at like the artist profile and things like that. Like we listened to it pretty blindly in our submission platform. And then we took a bit of a deeper dive because we really liked what we heard. And this kid is 14 years old. And to us, it really reminded us about, I hope you like this comparison, by the way, Carson, but about the Justin Bieber rise. Like, Justin Bieber was also this young and had this incredibly like talented voice, and the song is catchy and danceable and poppy, And yeah, that's why we really, really love it. And yeah, it just adds on how cool the song is anyways. But really interesting. He started learning electric guitar when he was 6. And he already won a honorable mention in the teen category, for example, for his song Crazy with Unsigned Only in 2023. And he was also the finalist for Best Male Artist in the International Acoustic Music Awards. So this kid is on a roll. Yeah, and in his latest single, he talks about moving on from bad relationships. I, of course, don't know how much experience you have with it. I hope it isn't too hard at that age already. But I can imagine you can get some feelings hurt in that age. I remember that when I was that age. Yeah, and it's like a very chill electro pop song. Yeah, go check out his music. He is really on a roll. But this is Carson Ferris with Ghosts. Enjoy. Make sure to let me know after you heard it in the comment section on Spotify what you think about this track. Let's give it a listen and enjoy.
Do you believe in ghosts? At first it all felt alright, but then one day I realized all I gave, yeah, you just took it. So now I know it wasn't worth it, girl. I knew I was in over my head, so I told you it was gonna end. Thunderstorm, your hands were shaking. You ran outside into the pouring rain. But don't you act confused like nothing ever happened. You know what you did. I'm sorry for the trouble that I know I've caused. It's true, but now we're through. Do you believe in ghosts? Well, I do. The ghost of me is all that's left with you. Had to say goodbye, 'cause I knew I couldn't go on with being used. Wish I knew from the start you tear me apart. I forgive you, but you know that now things aren't the same. Let's go our separate ways. Whoa, 'cause all that's left of us are ghosts, ghosts, ghosts. All that's left of us are ghosts, ghosts, ghosts. There's a spring in my step today. I feel better now that things have changed. I knew that this had to happen. I wouldn't change what I did back then. Now forgiveness doesn't mean I let you back inside my life. I've left behind what we might have had, 'cause we already crossed that line. We said goodbye. Do you believe in ghosts? Well, I do. The ghost of me is all that's left with you. Had to say goodbye, 'cause I knew I couldn't go on with being used. Wish I knew from the start you tear me apart. I forgive you, but you know that now things aren't the same. Let's go our separate ways. Whoa, 'cause all that's left of us are ghosts, ghosts, ghosts. All that's left of us are ghosts, ghosts, ghosts. It's time to change. You're moving on the choice I made. I know that it's the only way. Things will never be okay. And I can see we were never meant to be. I know this is what we need. I'm giving us some room to breathe. Do you believe in ghosts? Well, I do. The ghost of me is all that's left with you. Had to say goodbye, 'cause I knew I couldn't go on with being used. Wish I knew from the start you tear me apart. I forgive you, but you know that now things aren't the same. Let's go our separate ways. Whoa, 'cause all that's left of us are ghosts,
Interplanetary Pit.
Flying high in the stream I'm in, till I wake up, come crashing down again. Getting harder almost every day. A lot of words, but no one saves a day. It's hard to reason when you're pointing guns, thinking that's just how the West was won. And the weight of it all feeling heavy sometimes. I just can't get by in the middle. I just can't keeping up with so little. I just can't keep passing by past the middle. I just can't keeping up. Feel so little. I just keep on dancing on. Keep on dancing on. Same old song and joke that they all make, like nothing ever feels like yesterday. On your high horse, tell me what you think. Well, maybe if I didn't drink, and it keeps adding up till it gets me. Sometimes I just can't get by in the middle. I just can't keeping up with so little. I just can't keep passing by past the middle. I just can't keeping up. Feel so little. I just keep on dancing on. The house is on fire, the money's all spent. How about you work a little harder and pay the rent? I think you're going crazy. Why are you getting mad? Well, what's the point of lying? You're still looking bad. So maybe we're paying for that. Maybe it's what we get. So what if I can't connect? Maybe I'm not over it. What if we're paying for that? What if it's what we get? Gotta get over it. I just can't get by in the middle. I just can't keeping up for so little. I just can't keep passing by past the middle. I just can't keeping up. Feel so little. I just can't keep dancing on.
Praise God, we thankful, you know. Give thanks for life, you know. Thankful for strength, praise God for sure. Grateful to new heights while we soar. Life at the greatest, me want, you know. Walk on me real and me can't shift. Love from my heart, me a pass it. I do I'm feeling up here. Hey Ashley, I'm thankful.
Sun up, I give thanks. Sundown, the vibe don't change. Another day to find my place. Freedom in my own space. Blessings, they come my way. And when they don't, I find grace. Oh, I'm so grateful.
Thankful,
Oh,
thankful.
thankful, yeah. I'm so thankful.
More life, that golden. Why you fi know say me chosen? Bad mind, but for them. Nothing but love me, I show them. I me say health and strength is well. In my brightest place, speed well. I know the darkest times feel hell. One love, one heart.
For what I made, for what I gave, finding my way. I'm so thankful.
Yes. You heard Dream I'm In by Night Talks, followed by Thankful, the Island Vibe remix song originally by Ashley King and Keydon. Great Scott as well. And before that you heard our second Interplanetary pick, Ghosts by the young talent Carson Ferris. Very happy to discover that one. And we're going to go towards the end of the episode almost. We got a few more songs. And most importantly, within those songs, there is one more Interplanetary pick. So, yeah, let's just hit the jingle. Interplanetary pick. Yeah, and this Interplanetary pick is from Blacklight Beat Petrol. We featured songs from Blacklight Beat Petrol before, and I think I can only describe them as fitting the podcast, because we love some alien stuff, we love some stuff that's a bit off the beaten path, and yeah, therefore we really like this track. It's actually part of a new album that came out from Blacklight Beat Petrol, released on July the 21st, so fresh from the press, just a week old. And yeah, it's actually a 13-track album. And one of the tracks that we found very cool and fitting for this part of the podcast, we're going to move to a bit more electronic, dancey music. We found Hausse. And yeah, we really like to dance on it. So let's just give it a spin and I'll share you my thoughts after. This is Blacklight Beat Patrol with Hausse. Interplanetary pick. You heard another Interplanetary pick. This was Blacklight beat Petrol with Hausse. And yeah, as said already in the pre-talk, I really like it because it fits the theme, because it's having a bit of the off the beaten path vibes, very creative, not fitting within like commercial stereotypes, to say it like that. Yeah, and a thing that really stands out for me in this track is that I really like the vocal chops, and that it's a bit like driving with the bass lines, and that it's also pretty glitchy. Yeah, it's really also a cool combination of different vibes and genres, if you ask me. It's it's really creative in my opinion, and that's why I really love the music that Scott makes. So yeah, thanks again, Scott, for sending it in. It's a really, really cool track. And with that, we're going to the last track of this episode, which is a track by TATE, SEDAR and Liv Kennedy. It's called Our Goodbye. But before we dive into it, I just wanna say thank you to everyone who's following us on the YouTube. If you're enjoying this and still listening to the last track right now, then you probably like the podcast. Consider giving us a follow if you don't already. We are restoring 1 square meter of landscape somewhere on the planet where it's needed the most for every follower we have on all our channels. Yeah, that's new. We did plant a tree before for every YouTube follower, but we decided we wanted to do more. So we're now restoring a square meter of landscape in different spots in the world where it's needed the most for every follower on all our channels. So if you're not following us on YouTube yet, start there, just give us a follow there, but also give us a follow on Instagram, on our Patreon for free, on other channels, because we're restoring 1 square meter of landscape where it's needed the most. I think I said that enough now. Let's dive into the last track of the episode. Let us know which track was your favorite in this episode if you're listening on Spotify in the comment section there, or on YouTube in the comment section. We'll read them all and we'll get back to them all. So yeah, thanks a lot for listening. Hope you liked this week's episode, and I'll catch you on the next one.
You got everything I hated, your lies. Yeah, they got me wasted whiskey. I can barely taste it, so bad me up to the truth. I can't fake it. I don't wanna know where you spend the night. I don't wanna know who's by your side. I don't want you on my mind. No, I don't need you in my life.
Bye.